Hi guys, good afternoon. Can you hear me? I don't know if you can hear me. If you can hear me, just say hi on the chat so I'll know if you're here with me. Okay, this afternoon I'll be talking about how to use TradingView because a lot of people have actually asked me something. How do you use your TradingView? How do you mark out your chart? What do you look out for in your chart? Do you even use in TradingView, all those kind of things. And a lot of people use a lot of stuff depending on who you are learning from and what exactly you are looking for. So in this video, I'll only share with you the only thing I look out for while I also explain the dashboard of how TradingView is all about. So stay with me. In the next 30 minutes, we should be done. I'm not very sure if it will be up to 30 minutes. So good. So let's dive into this. Okay, good. So this is TradingView. So we'll talk about TradingView. This is exactly what we are talking about. We're talking about a dashboard. When you enter TradingView, this is the first thing you will see. You see a chart like this, then you see all that stuff that can actually just confuse you. So I will just talk about everything. I'll start from this, the left-hand side, to explain what all these things is all about. Then I'll also talk about this, what this is all about, everything. So let's start from this here. So this shows this is my profile that I use. So when you create a profile, this is what will show. This AUD here that is showing at the top. Okay, let me see. I'm not sure. This thing that is showing at the top here actually just simply mean that I'm actually looking at AUD. So that's what that just simply means. Okay, so that's what this is all about, like I said. So, and that is exactly what is also showing here. So before I go to talking about what is at the top, let me move down to this other part. So this cross sign shows I am ready to like move this dashboard up and down, so you can see the showing cross. So once I come to this line, this is what we call the trend line. Trend line is what we use to mark out trend. So you want to mark out trend like this. See, it's marking out the trend, so I can now see this is a change of character. So I use trend line to get that. And this is under the trend line. We have a couple of stocks under the trend line. If you just touch on it, you see an arrow at the side. So touching the arrow, you see other. So I love using trend line a lot. So that's why I asterisk it. I make it a favorite tweet for me because it helps me so much as an SMC trader to know what the market is actually doing, and so I can mark out the chart to myself. Okay, I don't use it. I've never used it before, so I don't even know what it's all about. So info line, I don't use this. I don't use anything. The only thing I use under lines is trend line and horizontal. So I'll explain what horizontal is all about. Other people might likely use every other part of this, but I only use trend line and horizontal. So what does horizontal do? Horizontal is if I want to mark out a straight line all through my chart. So once I click on horizontal and I touch the part, automatically it will draw a line for me. You can see the line goes through down to whatever the line wants to be. So that's what horizontal is all about for me. So I normally use it to mark out swing high and swing low for my chart. So as this chart is now, I want to mark out the swing high. So what I'll just do is I look for the horizontal and just touch it to give me the swing high. I'll come down again and please give me the swing low. So that way I know whatever trade I want to take, I'm taking it in between these things. So that's the only thing I look out for online. So this is the fib. On the fib retracement, as much as I actually asterisk fib, I don't use fib. But for novice people, it's actually good for you to use fib, so you know where is the discount zone and where is the premium zone. Because I don't use it, if you notice, it's not even well set, so I can actually help you and set it. Maybe I'll do another video now to set it for you to get to discount and premium zone. But I don't use fib. I can easily use my eye to mark out this is discount zone and this is premium zone. So aside that, again, I use Gantt box. So what I use Gantt box to do is actually to mark out I use to mark out other block, which you can use rectangle to do. So we can go other, when we go on that end, I can show you what you can do with that. So let me show you what I use Gantt chart to do. See, like if this point is an order block for me, if this point is another block for me, I want to touch the Gantt chart and mark it like this. So at this point, I'm looking at if anything should happen, that is, if the market should tap me into this zone, I'm going to either buy or sell. So this is what I use Gantt chart to do. And because if I mark out why I use Gantt chart over rectangle, some people use rectangle. The reason why I use this is because sometimes because of these pips is too high. Let me say, for instance, I want to take a long. Let me say I want to take a long. Now I want to take a long on this market. See, it might be too high for me. The pips might be too high. So to also be on the safer side, I can decide to pips my I might decide to do it like this. So that way I am taking the from the middle point of the market downwards. So that is what I use Gantt chart to do. Aside that, I don't use it to do any other thing aside to mark out order block. And so that's the only thing I use in this Fibonacci retracement zone. While on this other zone, the pattern zone, so when you head and shoulder pattern, this is what it's all about, ABC pattern. So there's a lot of patterns, but the only thing I don't use any patterns because I don't trade pattern. I trade pure price action and SMC. So I don't use any pattern. But if you want to do head and shoulder, you just need to tap on head and shoulder. And once you draw your chart like this, it automatically gives you the head and shoulder, this thing that you are looking for. And so see, that's definitely giving you the head and shoulder. So once I drag it out, saying left shoulder, head shoulder, and right shoulder. That is not what I am looking at for them. It draws out the trend line for you, so you can do whatever you want to do. I don't know what to do with it, and I don't use it. I don't use anything in this pattern, so you can try any of those things also. While on this other part, I use the long and short so much. As a long and short, so much. Long and short is what I use to like take my trade. So, like for instance, if this is my order block. If this is my order block, I want to come down to here. So long, I want to buy from here. So I buy to this point and I close my. So buying, why short at this point? That is, I want to sell. So go to my stop loss. So this is like long and short. So that's what you used to buy. The red signified the stop loss zone, the green signified the take profit zone. So if the market comes down and tapping to the red out, I've lost the market. If it goes and tapping to the green out, then I've made profit. So that is what that's all about. I don't use forecast. I don't use bar patterns. I don't think you will even ever need it. I don't use ghost feed. I don't use projection. There are people who use it, but I don't use it as an SMC trader. I don't use this. I use price action a lot. The reason why I use price action is because sometimes I use it to calculate my pips. So once I come to this level, I want to know how many pips. This is 83 pips. This 83 pips. So if I also come to the point, I want to calculate how many pips should be on my take profit. So I do it down here. This is 310 pips. So sometimes I want to do 83 minus 310 to know how many ratio rates to how many RR am I doing for that particular trade. But looking at it alone with my eye, I can easily calculate the RR. But you can also use that way to calculate it. And also you can get it from this below. You see, so click on it. You see the price action has actually show you this is 80 at the stop loss zone. That giving take profit on. Okay, this is the take profit on at 313. So that's almost exactly what the price action also gives us. So that is why, if you notice, I put an asterisk to them, which is a Fibonacci 2 range for myself. So now let's go down to this other part, brushes. So on the brushes, I don't use brush as much as sometimes I use it. Okay, let me put it that way. Sometimes I use brush or highlighter. Sometimes I use any of those two. So what did I use highlighter or brush to do? Let me say I want to use brush, and let me show you what those tools does. Okay, brush, so it's just like this. This is to mark out the charts, mark out the pattern, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So that is what, let me delete everything. Our explain is back. Why sometimes I just prefer to use highlighter instead of because later will just my god, I've not set the color. So that's what I just use brush to do. So I just use it to mark out the particular zone of the chart. Understand? So just mark out the zone of the chart. So there's no okay, this is high, low, this is low, this is high, this is low, this is high. So that is the only thing I use my brush or this thing. But most times I just feel doing that to make my chart look so dirty. So because of that, I don't use the both of them frequently. I use arrow. What I use arrow to do sometimes, I use arrow for change of character, and if I want to notice there is a change of character on the chart, so, or I want to, okay, most times I just remember what I mainly use it for is for FVG. So if I notice there's an imbalance and I want to like target that zone, I'll use my arrow tools and I'll draw it like this. Draw it like this. So once I draw it, I want to now write FVG. So I know I want the market to come to that zone. I'm looking at that zone as a target point. So that's what I use my arrow to do on this point. And I use part two so much. Why am I using part two? Is because that's what I used to do. Higher high, higher low, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. So this is what we use part twos to do. So we use part twos to like mark out the chart to understand what the structure of the market is all about. So that's what I use part two. So part twos is one of my favorite tools. And like I said, I use rectangle too for order block. If I'm not using gang, I use rectangle. So in the sense of the market tap into the zone, I want to take a buy. So I use it also as an order block. So that is that's for the rectangle tools. Well, if I come down, that's the only thing I use here. In any other thing I don't use, I've not used it before. If you can also try them out to check it, I've not used it before. I don't think you need all those stuff. Now, if you now go down to text, so I use text and I use callouts. I don't use any other thing again in this part. So what did I use my text to do is I want to write on this one. So I can just come to text and put, okay, the market currently is bullish. Bullish. So automatically it helps me to like know what I'm doing if I'm actually like calling out to trade and the rest, or I want to just understand what the market is all about, so I will know what I am doing part time. So that is what I use my text to do. Also, I also use this callout, but this callout has always been once in a while. So if I see a particular thing that I really want to call out, I can just put it there and put, look at this. Look at this. Oh. At that point, I know I have something I want to watch out for in the market, but I only use it once in a while. Like I said, it's not something I use frequently. It's only once in a while. So any other thing here I don't use. I've never used it before, so I don't think you also need it. Why something on these icons, I don't use any of the icons. Because I'm actually not on these charts to play, so I don't use any of the emoji. If I even want to do my liquidity, some people prefer to use icons to do their liquidity, but what I just do is that I come to the line, come to trend line, and I just to go what I want to do. Then I come here and I put $sign. So with this, I know that's money and that's liquidity for me. Instead of looking for an icon to put there, which really don't make any sense. So I don't use this. On these measurement tools, I don't use it too. I don't use measurements. I've not used it before. I've not used it before, and I don't think you will also need it. So I don't use it, like I said, I've not used it before. Instead of that, I rather use the part tools. So and again, what is this other one? Okay, on this zoom in and zoom out, I use this also, but not like regular, because I do not see the reason why I want to zoom. I will now have to go and be touching this when I can just use my mouse to like either go in or go out like I'm doing without even touching the zoom. So I don't use it and I've never used it before. Why this other one that look like magnet, that's magnet, I don't use it and I've never used it before, and I don't think you will even use it. Why this keep drawing, I don't use it, I've not used it before. I've not used it before, so I don't think anybody will need it. And lock or join. Okay, I've actually locked my join before. The reason why I lock my join is because I'm going out and I give my laptop to someone that also want to look out for something. So the person should not go into TradingView, start doing something else. So I just lock out the join. So clicking on lock join, automatically whatever I have put here, nobody can delete it for me. You can delete it from me somehow. So that's what lock join is all about. Why this other one too, I use this also very well to hide on my join. So if there's even join on my chart and I don't want anybody to know, so I just like hide it. So hiding it, nobody will know that I've marked out a lot of stuff on my chart, so my chart look in it again. So I use it always, especially when I'm teaching, I use it always. So why delete? I use this also very well. Once I know I've marked out my chart, I don't need whatever I've marked again. I just scroll in and going to remove every this thing, so to just delete all the charts. So that's what all of this is all about. Why every line here at this left hand side here, let me use the part tool. So I'll need the arrow tools for this, so I can explain this other part. Okay, so now let's look at this. That's this point here, every number here. So where this arrow is pointing, everything here is showing price. So it's showing price as at the market. So this now currently showing a price that is 0.622882. So this line here is showing you where the price is currently at, and that is it. And this is the time and the needs to actually go out based on the time frame. Like I said, this is like a daily time frame. So that is what this is all about. That all these numbers here, and below here is date, year, amount. So you can, so December 2024, November, October 2024, is 2025, February, March. We have not got into April, so it's still under March. So if you look at it, the more I expand it, to be showing you dates and number attached to it. So everything down here, now we're actually down here. Everything down here, I have not used it. Everything down here, I've not used it. Stock screener, I don't trade livestock, I don't do stock, so I don't use it. So, but if you are somebody that does stock, you can easily see what Apple stock is all about. And so even if you want to buy stock, you can just click on it and do it. Personally, me, I don't use it, like I said. So let's leave Apple. Let's leave Apple. Why Pine Editor? Pine Editor is the people that write code on their chart. I say, okay, I want AI to mark out the chart for me and the rest. So you can just write your Pine code and put it here automatically. It will give you an indicator. You can turn it off and turn it on. I also don't use it. I have once to use it, but currently I don't use it anymore. So I don't think you will ever need it. It's better you look at the chart yourself. Why strategy tester? What strategy tester is all about is you that want to use indicators, and then so if you come to load your strategy, so different kind of trading strategy that you can use. I don't use it, and I don't think you also need it, except you feel like you believed in whatever this person that built this indicator want to do for you. And this is patterns, so to show you every other pattern. So like I said, I don't use it, although I use some indicators. I'll show you the indicators I use and why I use them, but not as if they are very important. If you're a swing trader, I don't think you need it. I only use it anytime I want to scalp, so I'll also explain that to you, so in case you also want to use it. So everything on that here, if you apply trading and this, everything on that here, I don't use it. Your trading partner is you getting a broker and trade directly from your chart. But like I said, I don't use it, and I don't think you also going to need it. So that is it for this down. So now if you come up here to show you, use this to like collapse everything. Like I said, everything here is price. Everything here is what price is saying. Let me delete. Everything here is what price is saying as at when due. That's what price is saying. So now let's look at this. Everything at this point here. Let me draw it. So everything at this point here, I don't do anything here. I don't even know what it's all about. So I don't know what it's all about. I don't use it. I don't use anything here. All the stuff here like this, I don't use it. I don't know what it's all about. It seems not to be like my business. So I don't use everything here, but every other thing here I used, and this is why I use this thing here. So this is like the currencies that I look out for anytime I open the charts every day. So instead of coming here and search or open another new tab here to search, I just come to this point. So I just come to this point to just click on whatever charts I want to look out for, which is, this is GBP USD, and this is Euro USD, this USD JPY, and this is Euro JPY. So these are like the currencies I look out for, the one I trade and what I come to look out for in the markets every morning. So that is what this is totally all about. So I use this, and this is how I add to the list. So like I said, I don't use any of the numbers here because they don't give me exactly what chart. What I just do is I just only use it to like tap into, I just use it to tap into the market, just into the market, so I can see what the candlestick is all about, so I can do a proper analysis of what the chart is saying. So that's what I do with that. And also, this is how I add to the chart. So as I come to this add symbol, so with this now I can add anything to my chart. So let me say I want to add NAS 100. This is NASDAQ 100. I just click on this plus. As I leave here, you see it's in NAS 100 has been added. If I want to remove any of the pair too, I can just click on it. I want to remove any of the pair. If I just clicked on it, you see it's little delete sign here. Once I touch this delete, automatically it will delete. So use this plus sign here to add to the list, and they use this delete sign to like delete from the list. See, everything is showing red because this is a free version. On the premium version, you can decide to like add an important color to whatever pair you see. If I put blue, see, it's because it's a free platform, it's not giving me. So you can decide to color it based on the importance of the pair that you want to look out for, which I don't think you also need. So I don't think you need it even as a beginner or as a trader. So just leave everything and look at the candlestick, map out your charts, and go to your broker and do your proper chart. So every other thing here I don't do. I don't use this. I don't even know what it's all about. I don't want them to, I don't know what the information is all about. This is actually also a chart of other people. So this is charts. People will definitely public charts that will definitely, you can also join the chat and share your view, what you think about what you are looking out for and the rest. But I don't think I use this. I don't use this. I just focus on doing my thing my way. So I leave it always at this point where I can see all this my charts, and not to this point to now start chatting with people about what the market want to do. So I don't think I do that, but if you think you need that, that's also another place for you. So look at how this person mark out his chart. So range, resistance area, major resistance area of This is like the person giving you this is a support and resistance strategy, but I don't use it. Like I said, I definitely don't use anything here because I just want to stick to what I know and everything. So why I use this camera a lot, let me say I mark out my charts and I want to show my friend, I want to show my students, I want them to know, okay, this is what I'm looking at, this is what I'm buying. I just use the camera and copy the image and go and paste it anywhere, or just download the image, and that way the moment I share the image with you, you know this is why I am choosing this and what I'm looking out for. So that's what I use this camera for. Full screen mode, I use it a lot most times, but most times I just think I'm cool with whatever I'm saying, which is having this read list so I can easily change the market anytime. So most times I don't use the full screen mode. I only use the camera mode at this point just to take snapshots of what my dashboard is all about and share with my people. So that's the reason I use it. I don't use settings. Okay, I don't use this particular settings, but I'll tell you I use my own settings. So quick one, let's come to this place. Quick one, let's just rush down to this place so I'll not end up posting most of the time. So if you come to this place, all these are time. If you are people that do top-down analysis, they'll tell you move from the weekly time frame to the daily time frame to 4 hours to this. So this is daily time frame. That means every candlesticks that you are seeing here is being built within 1 day. So it's being built in 1 day. So this exact candlestick that is raging now is the candlestick for today. This blue is what yesterday did. This other one is day before yesterday. So it's like every day. So once you come to 4 hour, what the market is now trying to say is every 4 hours, that is what this candlestick represents. This candlestick represents 4 hour time frame. So I'm not trading. So that's what this candlestick actually represents. Represents a 4 hour time frame. And 2 hours, I'm taking it down now and look at what happens to 2 hours, because 4 hours we just like compress everything. And okay, let me say like daily is showing that the market has been bearish. That is with this alone, it has been bearish. Then now if I now look at 4 hours, and then it says okay, it comes down, blue down, so these are blue. So it's giving me a lot of other information attached to it, and this is 2 hours. So 2 hours you see more information to like where you can work out from and others. So you can now keep on doing it down. So this is just time frame, and you know it's showing 15 minutes too, because that is exactly what I said, what I want to look out for in every chart before I take the trade. So but if you want to set yours, you just have to touch this arrow here. Touch this arrow here, you see I asterisk the time frame I am looking out for. So you can decide to look out for 1 minute and just put 1 minute there. I don't look out for 1 minute because I'm not a scalper, so I usually end my trade on 15 minutes. Sometimes I go to 5 minutes, so because it's not like a major distance for me, so I do not asterisk it to the place. 1 month, I use only 1 month during the weekend when I just want to look out totally this month what has happened and what has actually been. This is just to draw my bias for the new week. That's what I use 1 month for. Okay, so that's for time frame. Also this is candlestick and line. So currently it's showing candlesticks showing because these are all candlesticks. So if I click on line, automatically it makes the candlestick to disappear and it gives you a line. Some people find it difficult to understand where the structure is by looking at candlesticks. So sometimes you just like you want to look out for the line. So with the line now, you can clearly see that okay, this is a bullish trend and these two are too low. And if I'm looking at my strategy so far, this is equal lows. Which I will count as a major liquidity and a point where I'll call the market, where I will expect the market to do what? To come and take it out and maybe tap into it. There's any other block here. Currently looking at it, it's only showing. So that's why line is not always good for me to like take a trade. With what I'm looking at, I can only come and pick my trades from this point and target to buy again. Target this high or this high for TP1 and this high for TP2. I don't use line because, like I said, line don't give me the exact information that I want. The market will definitely take out this low because of this liquidity. Taking out the low, it's exactly what we are looking at for. If you look at the candlestick, you see that's taking out the low with the wick everything out. And what did the market do? It taps into this other block. Is this other block valid enough? I don't want to say because I don't want to trade. And so if I want to trade, I will only wait to see if the market can get to this point so that I can now buy to this point. Aside that, let me just leave what the market is saying and let's continue on what we are doing. So you can also click on this other end to see other stocks. Like I said, I only use candlestick and line. Why did I use line? Because I want to see some other stuff, other things that are here. I don't use them and I don't know what they are all about. I've not used them before. I don't know what it's totally all about. Why range? I say, look at what range is showing me. I have not used it before. This is the first time I'm even clicking on it. So let me go back to candlestick. Good. So this is me now back in candlestick. So let's continue on what we are doing. So indicators, like I said, there are a whole lot of indicators. As we also have talked about indicator in the strategy tester, I decide to come down here to talk about indicators. So if you come down here like this, you see these are the only indicator that I am looking at and I'm using. This is the one I set for myself with using this spine editor to mark out other block for me. But I think I've switched it off because I no longer use it. I decided to do it myself, and this helps me to like mark out Asian session range. And all these are when I was still like an intraday trader. But now that I focus more on swing holding my trade for a longer time, I don't think I longer use them. So that's why my chart is clean. But you can also learn more about what they do and use it, but I don't need them. Like I said, you can do without them at the same time. You can also use it. If I clicked on this, what it does is it marks out the range for you. So these are Asian session range. These are Asian session. So on Asian session, this is what happened. It started here and it ends here, and the market continues. So looking at what we do, so the market has now currently broken this Asian session range. So I will look at picking up a trade from this end to also take out the high of the Asian session range, looking at the fact that the market has also been bullish all the while. So that is what that indicator is all about. So you can also look at another one which shows the Asian session range. So just put it down the line. You can also find out, okay, every line that is marking here, it is when the Asian session range starts and ends. But like I said, I don't really use them. So let me turn them off. So like I said, I don't really use them always, but I use them most of the time, but not always. So that is all I use on this end. This is replay, but you have to be on the premium zone for you to be able to use it. And also this is alert. You also have to be on the premium zone for you to use it. What alert is all about is I want the market to get to this point, so I'll just set an alert here. So once I set an alert here, once the market gets to this point, there will be an alert that check the market. The market has gotten to this point to send a notification, but I don't also really use it. I take the trade I see when I'm on the chart. So that's all about everything in this end. So and why this is like those favorite stuff that I've clicked. So everything I click here, this is where they come out to show. So the moment I remove them from being my favorite, you notice the leave comes back, it leaves, it comes back. So that's just what it does for me, because these are everything I use to like do exactly my trading. So if I come to the trading view, this is just what I want to do. Okay, I want to pick out my horizontal rate to mark. I want to pick out my trend line to like draw the line. So I'll know where everything is all about. I want to pick out my buy and sell. Understand? So that is what that just does for me. just make everything simple instead of coming down to all these points. I can just see everything at the top here and I'll just work with everything. So this is sell, this is buy. So buy. So it's asking me if I have a broker fixed to my trading view. So that is what this is all about. Why this is sell, automatically it's taken back to my broker, so I can put my broker and sell or buy directly from that end. So that is all about. I think that's all about TradingView. That's everything you need to know. But you can also give others a try and let me know what you think about so you can also go and check others, give them a try, and let me know what you think about TradingView. What's your plan? What do you think? What you have tested before? You can drop it on the comment section that you know works very well for you. Like I promised, I will also do a video on how you can set your Fibonacci tools. I no longer use it. I use it when I just started trading, but for now I no longer use it because I can easily use my eye to pick where's the discount zone, where's the premium zone, should I buy or sell from this end. But also I will set it for novice people too, the way I also used it while I was starting back. So that is everything, literally everything that you need to know about TradingView. Thank you very much for watching. You can like and subscribe to this channel so we can also join our community. Use the link on the description. So you join our WhatsApp community where we talk a lot about trading and the rest. Thank you for joining me. Bye bye.